Hey everybody, it's Julia here from Jewel Wellness. Today I want to talk to you about blaming your past for the way things are today in your life, for your present day circumstances. There are a couple of things I want to point out about this. And I'm not going to make this a long video. I'm going to keep it brief because I want you to get a lesson out of it. And I want you to be able to take action on it right away. Okay? So the first thing is I have a big issue with coaches that get their clients to go back into the past and look at their childhood pain and bring all that stuff up again and try and figure it out and try to sort it out and heal from it. First of all, that is not the job of coach. Doing that is going way out of your scope of practice as a coach. That's the job for a professional psychiatrist or a psychologist. That is not a coach's job. So any coach, if you are working with a coach who is doing that sort of thing, just know that they are working out of their boundaries as a coach. The problem with that, with going into the past and bringing all that stuff up, is one of the issues. Is that we can't change it anyway. So if we're trying to go back and go through those horrible experiences again with the hope that we're going to feel more comfortable with them and be able to move on from them, I think that's just setting ourselves up for disappointment, because the past is the past and we can't change it. Now what we can do is learn from it. So I think it's very beneficial and has value to look at, there is value in looking at the past and seeing what we can learn from it. But we can't change it, and I don't think it serves anybody to go back and go through their pain. Unless, of course, it's a situation where you're working with a professional psychiatrist. But other than that, there really is no reason to. The other thing is that when we blame our past for our present day circumstances, we're forgetting that we've lived decades, most of us, since our childhood experiences. If you're in your 30s or 40s or 50s, you have to admit, you've had an awful lot of time in your life to make choices. And if you're choosing to allow your past to influence where you're at today, that's a choice you've made as an adult. And that's what needs to change. Not the past, not blaming the past, but it's the way that you're thinking about your life that has to change. Blaming your past and thinking that that is the problem, it's not. It just isn't the problem. It's your as an adult choosing to blame the past and say that because of all these things that happened to me, I can't move forward in my life. That just isn't true. It just isn't true. When you were a kid, of course, kids don't have a whole lot of opportunities to make choices because they have parents and teachers who are telling them what they should and shouldn't do. And then there's repercussions for bad behavior. But as an adult, you have free reign over your own life. You really do. And so you have to admit that if you're someone in your 40s or 50s right now, that you've been making the choice for the past several decades to limit yourself based on what's happened in your childhood. Now, I say this not in a way to offend anybody or to minimize anything that's happened in your past. We all have things in our past that were painful. And we aren't going to forget them, but we don't have to let those things limit us. The world is your oyster. It really is. And what you need is to have more of an inspiring future to look forward to. So I hope that you'll just give this some thought and then think about what it is that you want and really drop into your heart and ask your heart what it is that you want. A lot of the time we come up into our heads and we want to, we think our way through what kind of a future we want for ourselves. And I challenge you to not do that. I challenge you to get really quiet with yourself. Maybe do a little yoga practice, a bit of stretching, some deep breathing, close your eyes, put on some soft music, and allow yourself to really drop out of your mind and into your spiritual heart, right at the center of your chest. And tune into that and just ask some questions. You know, explore what comes up for you. That's your soul talking to you. That's your inner knowing. And it would really help you to go into that place today. So if you need any support with this, feel free to send me an email at julia@jewelwellness.com. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.